while I'm living.
Hi. I always start with a smile. Um, Hey everyone. Hope you guys are all cool. Hope everyone's great. Um, yeah, so this pretty much is going to be um one of my most controversial vlog. Um, so you know, you don't have to agree with me. It's my opinion, the way I look at things. What you think is what you think, and that is completely fine. I said I was going to do this sometime later on this weekend, but I looked at my weekend forecast and my weekend is pretty busy. So I'm thinking, you know what, while I'm up, even though I have to be up really early tomorrow morning, I don't know why I'm up now, but while I'm up, let me do this now. I'm going to try to make it short. I think it might be something short because it's only one thing I have to talk about. So let me start off by saying I can't tell you what to believe in, who to believe in. I can't tell you how to live your life. I can't dictate the way you go about things in your life. And that's where it should be because that's where we're given free will and that's where we all make our own destiny, we have our own choices and what's not. But this is pretty much to address a lot of questions that I get asked and question that was asked me this week while I was at work. So I was at work and one of the guys I work with, he asked me if I go to church. So I said no. He said, "What, you don't believe in God?" I was like, "Yeah, but I don't have to go to church to believe in God." And he was like, "No, that's not right. If you believe in God, you should go to church." I said, "Well, I believe in God, but I don't believe in organized religion." And he's like, "Why? That's just blasphemous." I'm like, "What?" You can't tell me what to believe, to be honest. So let me address this whole issue about religious beliefs, etc., etc., etc. And let me give a little brief preview of my family, etc., etc., etc. I talked about this in one of my other in a vlog I did. I talked this bit about a vlog I did before. Let me talk about sin. When I was looking at how people pretty much get and cry down the it was pretty much talking about the issue of gay marriage, and I looked at it not from a religious issue. I looked at it from a human rights issue, and but I did speak a little about religion in there. So I come from a predominantly Anglican family. I've grown up in the church all of my life, and I pretty much about 3 years ago stopped going to church. I stopped going to church. No, it's been more than three. Probably 3-4 years ago, I stopped going to church. I stopped going to church, well, to my mother's church. I stopped going to my mother's church because of a lot of issues that, no, I stopped going to church really and truly because I couldn't wake up on Sunday mornings because I used to work on Saturday nights. And anyone who knows me knows that I don't sleep. And so when I actually get into slumber to sleep, it's time to be waking up to go to church. And I couldn't manage that. My mom was cool with it. So I was like, well, all right, no problem. I was still going to youth group then. Then I stopped going to youth group because of lots of problems that arose within the youth group and etc. 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 I subsequently after that decided that I was just gonna, just browse around. Whenever the spirit moves me, I would go to church and etc. 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 Okay, so how it started with me realizing that I do not like the concept of organized religion was it started first with the priest at my mother's church. I realized how hypocritical he was, and I could not sit down and listen to him on Sunday mornings because I was like, you know what, this man practices nothing that he preaches, and it was upsetting. So I decided I would go to I'd go to my dad's church sometimes. I'd go to, other churches. And I sing in a mass choir in Barbados. So, that was kind of like my avenue to be filled with the Holy Spirit. And it was great. Until this is when I really started to realize the problem I have with religion. And it started off with Christianity. And the whole point is that the Christian denomination has about, let's say, 10 plus different sects. And no one sect believes the same thing. Because each sect reads a different version of the Bible. Okay. So, when I was in school, and I went to Catholic school, when I was in school, a nun told us, we were 15 going on 16, and she said to us, don't read the Bible. The Bible is a book made over 2,000 years ago for the people of that time, and we shouldn't, not that we shouldn't read it, but we shouldn't take it completely to heart. And then, it's not until it really clicked to me later on in life. I was like, well, how can you tell impressionable 16-year-olds you're a nun not to read the Bible? And it really clicked to me later on. And I was like, you know what? I love certain parts of the Bible. I do. But the fact that the Bible is a book that's man-made. And the fact that the Bible is a book that has one passage in the Bible, when you look I have a Bible app. And when I had my BlackBerry, I had a Bible app on my BlackBerry. I decided one day I was going to look out for one particular passage. And I was going to look at it in all the versions. And all the versions decipher something completely different. And that's because they take it to suit their own needs. That's the first part that really made me break down in terms of Christianity. Just that it's like there's no kind of unity in Christianity. Yes, we all believe in the same God, but you know what? What you believe is Catholics think that the Anglicans and the Anglicans might think that what the Catholics believe isn't right. The Pentecostals, 7 Days, Jehovah's Witnesses, Mormons, everybody else, there's always a problem. There's always a problem. So it kind of put me off of the whole idea of religion. And plus two, when you look at all the problems in the world, the root cause of a lot of problems in the world, it's not money. It's religion. Case in point, a couple of weeks ago, I don't know why I chose to do it because I got completely depressed afterwards. But I had an assignment to do for one of my forensic psychology courses. And the question was about terrorism and how psychology can aid in predicting terrorist behavior, etc., etc., etc. And it's not until I started to delve deeper into this whole paper that I realized the biggest cause of most terrorist wars is a political, ideological, religious, ideological aspect of terrorism. So you have a lot of religious wars being enforced. You have Muslims waging wars on Christians, and Christians waging wars on Muslims and any other that doesn't believe what they believe. And you know what's upsetting? The most upsetting thing about it is that when these wars start, or when you have terrorists who, in the name of a god, you say they're gonna kill, they're not killing other terrorists. They're killing regular people like you and me. So they're killing civilians. They're killing children. In the name of a god. How is that right? It's not. See, the thing about religion is that Because no one religion, no one denomination, no one sect will ever come to the realization that end of the day is all one God, one creator, one divine. They'll never say that. And that's just because the way I live my life isn't right and the way you live your life is wrong. That's not fair to humans. So to answer the question as to what I believe in God. I do. You can call him God, you can call him Jah, you can call him Allah, you can call him the divine, you can call him or her the creator. I've started to realize that I like to use the name the divine mostly now. Because not that I'm a feminist, but saying God just sounds so manly. And for all I know, he could be a she. So we have Mother Earth, right? Yeah. So at the end of the day, let's strip religion. Oh wait, let's strip it. No religion. Take away religion. What are the things we should, as humans, really be focusing on? Recently, I've realized I believe a lot more in energies and the spiritual realm of energies. How you interact with someone is what's going to come back to you. When you put things to the universe and you put good to the universe gives you that good right back. So what we should be focusing on is not about whose religion is better, but the love that we share for our brothers and sisters. The love that we share for each other as humans. That makes more sense. If the world was ruled and governed by love instead of our concept of what a deity is or should be, we'd have less problems. We would have less problems. I'm going to address atheism to a certain extent. I keep telling people I'll trust anyone, but I won't trust the atheist. Like I said, I can't tell you what to believe or who to believe in. But to believe in nothing, that's a problem. Because to believe in nothing, you mean to tell me you don't even believe in yourself? You can't find anything, furthermore, something, someone to believe in? Believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, you will put so much more good out there that it will help people. Unless you're completely self-absorbed and saturated and you can't realize, you know what? Maybe it might be better if I actually help someone else. Believe in something. Believe in the grass. Believe in a tree. But don't say you don't believe in anything. That's just not right. Like I said though, I can't tell you what to believe or who to believe in. But I think if you start by looking at yourself and saying, you know what, I believe in me. I believe in the way I treat others. That's a good start. That is a really good start. So, moral of this story, or this vlog, is that at the end of the day, we should be focused more on the love that we put out there than whether the way you live your life is right and the way I live my life isn't. A lot more problems in the world will be solved if we thought with our hearts before we thought with our minds. Because thinking with our minds got 36 people in South Africa killed yesterday by their own kind. Thinking with our minds has Syria completely under siege. Thinking with our minds has 3 women going to jail in Russia because they oppose a president. And thinking with our minds got how much people killed in that Sikh massacre in the States? It's about love. It's just about having compassion for your fellow man. Why must so many people die in the name of a God? Well, I guess we'll have to see what the future brings out. Well, in true Verne form and fashion, juices, I was here.
Thanks I'll be giving the most high.